a little bit about the final Uncharted 4 trailer with a little bit of Tomb Raider in the background because I do not own the Nathan Drake collection, unfortunately. I didn't get to play the beta. I'm very sorry. I really wanted to, but I own all 3 Uncharted games for PS3, and I just don't think that Uncharted Nathan Drake collection was kind of worth the buy, in my opinion. And it was only like too late. I found out that through that you get beta access. And the reason it was too late was because I had absolutely no money to buy it or rent it. So, but anyways, guys, so this morning at 7 p.m. in Pacific time, a new trailer was launched for Uncharted 4, and there's a lot of speculation going around. There's a lot of speculation going around about all the different character details and so on and so forth. Why is this paused now? Jesus Christ. And if you guys haven't watched it already, I would suggest you guys either open a new tab or pause this video and watch it, and then come back to this one.
Hello! Put some pressure on! Come on!
And so
This would happen. Come on, Doctor! Where the hell here?
with the new release of Uncharted 4's final, I don't know if it's officially final, but it's being called the final trailer. With that being announced, there's a lot of things that have been presented, like a mystery character who is asking, who I believe is Sam. He's asking Sam, I think, are you ready to seek your fortune, and freeing whichever character this is from prison, which is kind of why I think it's Sam. And some people are going so far as to say that is Nathan Drake and Sam Drake's dad, actually, and I personally do not believe that. I think that he is actually who Todd Stashwick was voicing in his reveal trailer back in, what, I think it was 2014. And I don't exactly remember when that first trailer had come out, but it came out a long while ago. And I do believe that is then not their brother, or father rather, but more likely who Todd Stashwick was actually voicing, because we instantly kind of assumed that, we kind of instantly assumed that Todd Stashwick's character was Sam, and now I'm thinking that originally maybe Todd Stashwick's character was going to be playing as Sam, and that Sam wasn't going to be was going to be very angry about Nate leaving him leaving him in the, oh my gosh, Nate was going to be leaving him in the cell, and Sam was going to be mad about it, and hence Todd Stashwick's character seemed very angry. But now looking at this final trailer and looking at the mystery character to whom we have no idea who he is, that is talking to who I believe is still Sam, in prison, I don't think that it would be I think it would actually be who Todd Stashwick was originally voicing. Might have been Sam, but then when Troy Baker took that role, that he then became a lighter role, and now then it is more along the lines, of Todd Stashwick's character got changed into basically this guy that's kind of making Sam want to go out and find Nate and start finding Libertalia again, and that is who I think he is. I don't think he's, I think he's got an important role, but I don't think he is you know, the important role that we think when we keep saying, when some people keep theorizing, oh, it's Sam and Nate's dad, rather. I don't think that's the case. I mean, it could be, but we don't know yet. I personally think that he's not, that he does have an important role, but I don't think he is that important of a character yet. Why does this keep pausing on its own? It's very dumb. But I think, oh jeez, I don't remember what the button is. There it is. I was like, I don't remember what the button they prompt is. But anyways, I think that Uncharted 4 is taking a very amazing turn and is making it into probably not one of the best games ever, but probably the best game ever. And I know I'm a little bit biased because I've always been an Uncharted fan since the first game, but I think that I would be correct in saying it for sure. Why do you keep pausing on me? Where's my options button below? Screwed up right now. I have no idea. But I think that this character, this mystery character, is important, but I don't think he's that important. I don't know, man. I think that Todd Seswick's character might have originally been Sam, but that they probably changed Sam's character, and now Todd Seswick's character, or the character model that we saw back when that reveal trailer came out. Can you please stop pausing? Thanks very much. When we saw that reveal trailer came out, like the render art, and we all had no idea who this guy was, and then we never saw anything from him afterwards. Stop it. I feel like... Oh yeah. I forgot. I feel like it's probably very likely that they decided, oh hey, if we have this character model and it's not being used for anything, why don't we just use it for... I feel like I was supposed to light that on fire. But I think that then it would probably be something along the lines of that this guy is an important role, but isn't like, you know, a main character, main villain, main hero, anything like that, but more along the lines of he's just someone that inspires Sam to get back out there and just not be like so, oh god, I don't know, like staying in prison and just leaving it be. And then, and what else do we have from that trailer? We also have finally the first real images and know-how and like all that kind of stuff of Wraith, which is great. Hello. And Wraith seems like a very different villain. He seems a lot more, I don't know, I guess you could say nice. He does give Nate in the trailer a chance to just walk away and basically along the lines of, well, we'll leave you alone. Like basically, if you leave now, and just walk away from this and leave us to contend and get the treasure, and maybe even contend with Sam, it's very likely, but if you let that happen, we won't bother you or your family, but we will leave you be, and you can just walk away and live your life. But I really don't know, to be quite honest with you, if he's sincere, but he does say it, and it does seem like he's a little bit lighter-hearted villain that we're used to seeing from an Uncharted villain, because you look at previous Uncharted villains, they were pretty much all of the mind of, well, I'm looking for this treasure as well, but you're in my way, and I'm not sharing, so we're going to send all of our troops after you. And I feel like Wraith is going to have that, but he's not going to be that the whole thing. He's just like, yeah, nope, screw you. I feel like he's just going to kind of be more reasonable, I guess, would be the term I would use for Wraith's approach to Nate, and I guess probably even Sam. And so, what are my thoughts on the trailer? I loved the trailer. I loved almost every single trailer and gameplay that came out of Uncharted 4 so far. They've all been great, and I've loved them all for different reasons each. But, goodness. But I found myself liking this one a lot, because it showed a lot about the storyline, and it showed a lot about the different internal struggles that we're definitely going to see with Nate, and with you know, his difficulty between going back into the life, if against his promise to Elena, or if he's going to stay out and go against his brother and love for his brother and needing to help him. It's going to be fun to see, and I'm loving the idea that there's going to be this added in choice system. And so I think probably the coolest thing so far from that trailer that I got was probably I don't know, I'd say probably something along the lines of just how realistic Elena's tears look when she's talking about, like, if you're done lying to me, then you should be done lying to yourself as well about this. But I love the games so far. Like, almost every single aspect has been great. Yeah, this game is funny because the mechanics from it and its originals and such were all very, very similar to what happened with Uncharted. Uncharted ended up having pretty much the same kind of mechanics for these things. Kind of funny. And I found with this game especially, their inner Uncharted was kind of showing for this game. Like all the runaway while things are falling apart kind of thing that happened. It's almost like a cliche now with Uncharted, but it was never really a Tomb Raider style type thing until now. I think probably my other favorite thing from the trailer was seeing a lot more of young Sam and young Drake. And I think I also kind of really loved the fact that if you look at how Sam is dressed in the trailer as a young, when they're younger, it's actually kind of funny because how Sam dresses, he's wearing that baseball shirt, the one that is the red and the white. Oh shit, I died. Oh no, I didn't. Oh right, I remember this. I know this. He's wearing that red and white baseball shirt that you can get for your character, for Nathan Drake, in Uncharted 1 as a different skin. You can get it as multiplayer stuff, and he wears it in Uncharted The Eye of Indra, which is great. And I think that is almost to show a similar thing as it is with Sam and Dean Winchester from Supernatural. So it's showing like the older brother has got such an impact on the younger, and the younger, I think basically if I was to put it in words, I'd say that Nate and Sam, after Sam died, Nate kind of adopted like the haircut and the clothing of Sam to remember him, and that's what we've been seeing the whole time. We had no idea that that was happening, and yeah, so I really love that. But yeah, no, I think it's probably one of my favorite parts of this was that. And as for anything else from the trailer, I really loved all of it in general, and I liked that they showed so much stuff in their whole, like, everyone was theorizing about the whole, well, how are they going to do a winter scenery with, how are they going to do the winter scenery when, you know, you're in Madagascar and you're on this, like, island? And it also showed, I wouldn't say an extended part, but it would show, like, kind of a little bit, like, next few seconds or minutes after the Brothers trailer that we got, where Sam, I think we were being showed the starting part of the game, where Sam has come back to Nate's life and is trying to convince him to go back with him. Because it shows that Nate is like, there's got to be another way, and then Sam's like, I'm here for you, man. And I love it all.
Here's
it's
the
great.
soon-to-be world-famous archaeologist, Lara Croft, in her native habitat. She's on the hunt for the lost kingdom of Yamatai, home to the fabulous Himiko, mythical Sun Queen, and ancestor of yours truly. Sam, this is serious. Oh, sweetie, I know.
How ironic is it that this game is also like best friend of the main character is named Sam and has issues with different things.
Even if they should. Lara, you know this stuff better than anyone. Seriously, I'm not just saying this to make you feel better. I trust you. Roth trusts you. You got this.
I think the funny thing that these guys kind of took from the Uncharted, the first Uncharted games, is like gaming sins and such, was that they didn't make it something funny where you could tell they were recording as a standard playing mode. Pretty funny.
Send us Sam's family funding us. I put my savings on the line too.
We've all got some kind of stake in this. The funding won't last forever, Whitman.
That's precisely why we should push east, not west.
No one believes Yamatai is that far east. The books simply don't support it.
Well, whoever wrote those books never found Yamatai. I've talked to Roth about this. There's no point in following in other people's footsteps, Dr. Whitman.
I refuse to bet my reputation on your hunch. I'm the lead archaeologist here.
And when were you last in the field without a TV crew behind you?
Got 30 years experience, 2 PhDs, 1 in East Asian history, so why don't you just stick to boats, Mr. Grimm?
Ship, Dr. Whitman. It's a ship. You don't need a PhD to know that.
Going east will take us directly into the Dragon's Triangle. That's where we need to go.
As for other Uncharted 4 trailers,
I'd follow you almost anywhere, but that place is a bad energy.
Bad storms, more like, makes the Bermuda Triangle look like Disney World. Sign me up.
The stories about Queen Himiko say she could summon storms. Myths are usually based on some version of the truth. What if Yamatai was somewhere in the triangle itself?
Look, this is the satellite imagery from inside the Dragon's Triangle.
That doesn't look good.
If it's wet, I can sail on it.
Oh, don't tell me you're seriously
Reyes is right. We don't have the funds to piss about. It's now or never. Lara's offering fresh
I remember when I
ideas and a
first
plan.
played this
I'm the
game,
captain
I
here.
was
It's my
so
decision.
confused.
We're going into the Dragon's Triangle.
When I heard his voice, I was like, oh, that's freaking Brynjolf, man. Or it's Manchester Black. And then little did I know that they were all played by the same freaking guy. It was hilarious, man. I don't know why this keeps doing that. Sure you can.
I've got to find something to eat.
I like how in this game, this is the only time that you're gonna have to do that. Ever. Hunt for something to eat.
Wait, I can use that bow.
That really, really shitty makeshift bow, yeah. You could. I mean, Or you could try and make one yourself and it'll probably be better than that still, somehow. La la la. La, la, la. La, 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 la. Tree hugger. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Hey, yeah. Get. Oh my god. You wiped the dead GB greebies off.
Let's see if this thing still works.
New gear acquired. Suddenly has arrows and shit.
You can have the best form and technique in the world, but it won't mean a thing if you can't focus. The key to using any weapon is focus.
Roth is secretly God and can speak to anything. Yeah. We need to find something to shoot first. But I'm very stoked and very excited for Uncharted 4 in general. I think it's probably going to be not one of, but the very best game of the year. I know there's people out there that are like, nah man, No Man's Sky is where it's at, and games like it. But I think, well, yes, those games will be good. They're not going to be Uncharted 4, man. Uncharted 4 is too freaking good. Arrow went where? I don't think I could pick it up. Chit. La 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 la. Where'd you go? I miss you so. I got him. Yeah. Skills. Not at all. But yeah, Uncharted is just one of those games where I feel like the entire franchise is that great, and that was on last gen. And the same guys that made, the same developers made The Last of Us, and everyone was like, dude, Last of Us is like the best game ever. No, man. You just wait until you see exactly what they're going to do with Uncharted 4. It's going to be fucking epic. Very good. At least do like Connor did and like say a prayer or something.
Right.
Hey, I have a skill point. Alright, cool. Really? Again?
We have some fancy gadget to tell you where you are. If you can learn to read the land and the stars, you'll always be able to find your way home.
Where the hell does this little ramp go? It's not even a ramp, it's just there. It's really random. I have no things. Okay, it's this way. I don't particularly like using that. I think you should kind of stick to not doing that as much as possible. I think Uncharted is probably just one of the best games that I've seen, and I haven't even played it yet, and I'm very stoked to do it. Why all my buttons just seem like they're all sticking? Alright. Camp is then that way? Ha! I knew it. Bunny hopping due to lack of a sprint button. Okay. What do you think? What should I do? I don't know. Arrow retrieval, that seems like a great idea. Yay!
This is Conrad Roth, captain of the Endurance. We are shipwrecked on an island inside the Dragon's Triangle.
Roth!
Lara!
You're alive!
Easy. Are you okay? What happened?
I remember the beach. Then it went black and I woke up in a cave. There was this crazy man, Roth, and a dead body.
Oh, God. Where are you now, Lara? Are you sick?
It was so horrible. It's all my fault. This is all my fault.
Lara, listen to me. I sent an SOS from the Endurance before I abandoned her. Hopefully someone caught it. I've spoken to the others. We're regrouping at my location.
Please come and get me.
I have to stay here. You can do this, Lara. Remember when we climbed Snowden? You said the key was knowing that all you've got to do is just keep moving. Remember everything I've taught you, Lara. You're ready for this. And keep your radio on.
Okay.
You might die, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. But anyways, here we go, guys. I don't know. I don't really have too much to say about Uncharted 4. I mean, there's so... Alright, there was just so many people saying, like, oh, it's gonna be really bad, and it's gonna be awful, and, like, them pushing it back is just bad, and just, that's not good, or anything like that, and I trust Naughty Dog to do good with this game.
This could be a way through. Damn it.
Well, you don't get a choice. I trust Naughty Dog to do good with this game. And not just with this game, I just trust them to do good. And if they need the extra time, I say let them have it. Especially considering, I don't know if they officially announced that, like, okay, the most recent push was the last push, but I think it is. And so, I'm actually happy with the final push to date because, you know, that pushed it right onto my birthday, which makes it great for me. So, and I just think that Uncharted, despite all the different things that have gone on, I think, you know, we're still gonna have a great game. I don't remember where to pick things up. Really? Again?
This traditional no mask represents a hateful woman in the guise of a demon.
I can tell. You didn't even have to tell me
There are
that.
traces of white paint on the inside. Whoever used this mask was of noble birth.
Where are they? Oh, touchpad. Whee! Oh, okay. Oh, anyways. Where the hell do I find the damn gear that I'm looking for? No one leaves. Okay. Oh, there's something here. Feel bad now? New gear acquired. So that was the music. But anyways, yeah, I don't really have too many opinions about the whole, well, they delayed it and that makes me super angry kind of thing, because I get it. I totally do. And they're like, well, what the hell, man? It should have been ready a long time ago, but I don't know, man. I think Uncharted is good the way it is. Voice commands. Can I turn that off? Yes, I can. There we go. Hopefully that is something that is the reason causing all these random pauses and making it seem like my buttons are sticking when they're probably not. But I think Naughty Dog, they're a great studio. They have a good idea about what the hell they're doing, and I trust their judgment to do it, even though I really wanted to have Uncharted 4 like right away. I understand why, and I think that they got it under control.
Did you get that?
Got it.
We have a fire. Look for the smoke.
We're on our way.
Laura, you made it.
Damn. Thank goodness.
Surprise. It's okay. He's one of us.
Sorry if I startled you. This place would make anyone a little jumpy. We just spoke to your crew. They're on their way.
Look, he bandaged my foot.
Oh, it was the least I could do. My manners. I'm sorry, I'm Matthias. A teacher by trade. Not really cut out for island life, I'm afraid.
Sweetie, you look exhausted. Sit down.
Yeah.
Sam here was just telling me about the sun.
Right, Himiko.
Can you tell me more? I'm intrigued.
Well, believe it or not, a couple thousand years ago, Queen Himiko pretty much ran things in Japan.
She loves telling this story.
Himiko was beautiful, enigmatic, but also ruthless and powerful.
Same, yo.
She had shamanistic powers.
And this is where she loses me.
Well, there's always some truth to miss.
She commanded an army of samurai warriors, her magnificent storm guard. They rode the very winds into battle, laying waste to all who
but yeah, I think that Naughty Dog's probably not only doing a great job, but they pretty much, from what I've gathered from the whole, like, they've been announcing that, you know, they've wrapped up mocap, and they've done this, and they've done that. Like, it seems like it's almost pretty much ready to ship already, but I think, like, the general idea... That pause was actually me. I think the idea of what I'm getting from basically what they're doing with the last 2 months of this development process, 2 months and 2 days to be exact, because in 2 days it will be the 26th, and then 2 months from then will be my birthday and the final launch day of Uncharted 4. But I think the idea that they're kind of looking for is that they're gonna launch, and they're gonna try and launch it with as little problems as possible with single player, multiplayer, and all of those things. They're trying, and I don't know this for fact, but I think that's probably the general idea, and that's why they delayed it, is because they're basically, I think, especially from what they were saying about when the beta was launching, and like your opinion matters to them, that basically they're taking all your guys' advice and my advice and your advice and all the things that we all said about the beta, and maybe even between now and then they'll have launched they might, I'm not saying they will, I'm not saying they won't, I don't know, because I'm not them and I'm not Sony, but they might even launch a single player demo and get feedback on that, and then have the rest, like they might launch that this month coming up, and then they might say, you know, have in April basically just doing the last fixes to what people are saying are issues, like the rope swinging is a little weird, or this or that. Like, I don't honestly know, and we don't really know what's going on behind the doors of the Naughty Dog Studios. And that's the thing I loved actually a lot about this trailer, was it gave us a bunch of things that were like, oh, these were new things, and it showed us a little bit more about the story, but it still left us completely in the dark about the actual exact story. We can theorize all we want, but we don't know exactly what it's going to be, and it's been like crazy that it's really not sure, and they really kind of just gave us more questions than answers, and I like when studios do that. Like, example, when, you know, Treyarch was launching the Eisendrache, they said, yeah, in this map you're going to learn a lot of, you know, there's going to be some closure to a little bit of the story, but we're also going to still leave you with a bunch of new questions. And that's exactly what they did, and I loved it, and it's great. I'm just super stoked for that. And until, you know, the launch of Uncharted 4, which is 2 months and 2 days away, I feel like I'm probably just going to keep grinding out in Call of Duty, maybe playing a little bit of this, because I totally forgot how actually relatively fun this is. and this is about as close as I can get to actually playing an Uncharted game on my PS4 and streaming it for you guys, or I could get the Nathan Drake Collection demo, but that's not really that fun or long, and I feel like it would kind of get a little bit boring from doing the exact same like 10-minute gameplay over and over and over for you guys. But that is my general ideas and thoughts on what they're doing with Uncharted 4, and I honestly don't know or like have a really good factual base about whether or not they're going to launch a single player demo. I would really wish they would, so that way we can kind of get a little hands-on experience, especially for those of us that didn't end up being able to get the beta. I was actually very mad about that, but I think they should, but I also think that's kind of up to them. It is Naughty Dog's last Uncharted, and I think that Naughty Dog is taking this series and this franchise very so far to their hearts that they're going to keep, like, they're going to try and make this game as perfect as possible and without having to fix it 100,000 times. And I think the reason they're doing it is because it's kind of like a similar closure issue for them, where they're gonna basically be doing it for their own closure of this series, and that is why they're trying to make it perfect. But I honestly don't have proof to say that that's exactly what they're doing, but that's how I personally would think that it would happen myself. So I remember this part. I think Uncharted 4 is just probably going to be one of the best games out there for a long time to come. And it will forever be in our hearts as the game that we always look to and always replay, especially with the new choice system, man. I don't think there's going to be anything that changes like extremely from the story, like suddenly you're gonna, like, when you choose a different option, you're suddenly gonna change the story drastically, or there's gonna be like different endings like there was in something like Black Ops 2. But I do believe that while they do have the choice system is gonna be fun to monkey around with and, you know, check out the different little things. And that's why I like also about Uncharted 4 is they really expanded the horizons while still keeping true to their own genre and their own selves. And I think everyone was very judgmental about what was going to go on, about the whole, whether or not, you know, the developer team that was more in charge of The Last of Us. A lot of people were judgmental and saying they're going to ruin it. They're going to turn it into Last of Us, but Uncharted style. And some people say that is the case from what happens in the multiplayer and the revive system. I think they've done a great job of it, and it's not been bad.
With that man, Matthias. But I passed out. When I woke up, they were both gone.
You girls should me go wandering off.
We need to find them.
Wait. What about Raw?
Okay, let's split up. One of us go with Laura and meet up with Roth. The rest of us should fan out and look for Sam.
I'll go with her.
No, let me.
You know how to use one of these?
It's been a while. It's all coming back to me.
Get to Rock. We'll find Sam and this Matthias guy.
You gonna be okay?
Yes, I probably just need to rest for a few minutes.
Yeah, I think that what they did with the revive system is not only good, but I think that they've actually you know, took the best parts of what The Last of Us had and...
I'll check up ahead.
Okay.
But I think they've done the best. They've took the best of what Last of Us had to offer and put it in for that.
Not so bad.
And I think that we need to trust in Naughty Dog to make these choices, and I'm sure that they will listen to us. Like if the game launches and there's a bunch of issues with it, we could probably still be able to come and say to them, or like, you know, in a forum or something, like, that there's something difficult and wrong with the game, or not wrong, but I guess just to say, whoa, Jesus. Oh crap. Yeah. Come at me. But I think that Naughty Dog's gonna be doing a great job with all these things. And if they don't, I would trust that Naughty Dog would give us the capability to just tell them, you know, yeah, no, we don't like this, and that they would basically fix it accordingly, right?
These are fascinating.
Maybe that's just me, but I think that would be how that would operate and roll.
It must be ritualistic.
This female image is particularly interesting.
Looks like it was made quite recently.
It's by those islanders, no doubt. Judging by the wrecks out there, they were once like us. Survivors. Remarkable.
Yes, well, let's hope we don't become murderers, too.
See if you can work the other one.
The handle's missing.
Together.
Oh, shit. It won't take the force. I'll have to find something sturdier to turn it with.
Must be something around here we can use. Incredible.
But yeah, I think that Uncharted is going to do going to be a great game when it launches, and if it...
Okay. This is Lara Croft, an archaeologist from the Endurance, shipwrecked on an island in the Dragon's Triangle, east of Japan.
Oh, that's why I don't have enough salvage. I was like, what? Collected a bunch.
This will work. Just need a bit more.
Hey, buddy. Ow. Oh, fuck. So, how exactly am I supposed to kill these then? Ow.
Right, that should do it. Let's see if I can fix
Bitch. Oh, damn, I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm not. Shit. Boom. Suddenly has an arrow when I didn't, though. Okay, where's your buddy? But yeah, I really think that Naughty Dog's gonna do a good job, and if they don't, we will voice our opinions, and I know that from our community, that we are not afraid to voice our opinions about these things. And Naughty Dog, I feel like Naughty Dog's a good studio for listening about these things. Ow, come on. Come here. Come here. Ouch. I gotta pretty much finish them all off that way. Come on. Come on then. Come on then. Ah, shit, I did it too early, la 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 la. Oh, I did it too early again and he killed me. Cool. But, yeah, I don't seem to think that Uncharted is gonna just I think it's probably just, I don't know if I'm gonna go and say it's the dumbest thing when people are like, oh, it's great, downgrade from all these things, like graphics downgrade and all these things like that. I don't honestly think that's true at all. Like, those people clearly, in my opinion, just don't even look at the actual... Oops. They don't actually look at the things like... They don't actually... No, not that one. No, not that one. I want this one. They don't actually look at the difference between the upgrade of how Uncharted 4 is in comparison to Uncharted 3, 2, or even like, and I know that these games are like almost worlds apart. Well, not almost, but like are worlds apart. But like you can't sit there and, oh my dear Lord, die, you bastards! Ha. Bastard. Alright, where are you? One shot, one kill. And I just don't think that it's fair for us, especially ahead of the time of the game's launch, to go and say, oh, it's gonna be bad because this, that, and the other thing. Like, we don't honestly know for facts that it's gonna be bad. We've had, what, the multiplayer beta, and that's, again, beta gameplay and footage. You can't judge it based on, solely on these, like, two things, is what I'm saying. So I think it's not fair for us to judge until we actually get it, and then if we get it and we still don't like it, that's when you guys actually voice your concerns and say, well, listen, ND, this is getting a little bit weird or a little bit bad or whatever, and that is then when I say, okay, you've actually played it and then you have these opinions, then fine. But if you've not played it, then having that opinion is kind of just bullshit.
A woman wields that much power, sooner or later it gets called witchcraft.
We shouldn't discount anything, even what may seem to us irrational. We still have much to learn about the world.
You sound like my father.
It could be one hell of a story, Laura.
Not if we don't live to tell it.
Incredible. It is Himiko.
I would, and I very much would love you guys all to share your opinions in the comments, tweet at me, or...
But this is real, Dr. Whitman. We're not standing on a myth.
That's really mean to say, but...
Come, quickly, your friends are hurt.
Yes, probably by them.
Get back.
He can't be trusted. You still have a gun.
I don't want any trouble.
No.
We'll come.
No.
But I insist that afterwards you take us to whoever's in charge.
What are you doing?
Be quiet.
No!
I'm handling this.
No!
No! Please!
Get off!
Just go along with them, Laura. Do whatever they say.
Daj mi pistolet. Idzie. Пошла.
Who are you people?
But yeah, I would love for you guys to share with me your feelings and your ideas about Uncharted 4 and its future. Just because I say something does not make it the only opinion out there. I know that for sure, and it doesn't make mine right. And I would love to hear what you guys have to say. So feel free to tweet me, post in the comments, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys all later. Thank you for watching.